As soon as I took that one photo, a security guard comes up to me and pretty much says, "Can you leave?" The reason why Dad specifically wanted me to come overseas this time was because he actually has a business meeting over in the UK. Super keen, because I've never been to the UK before. I've already like looked up places, like done research and stuff, and the first thing that I want to do, because we're going to Bath, the first place that we're going, there's these really cool old Roman baths. As a photo location, like composition wise, it just looks unreal. If we can get there today and take photos there, that would be really cool. Alright, another 10 hours later, finally made it here. Very first time here in the UK. I feel like it still hasn't settled in. Like going to America and all that, that's just normal for me. Now I'm in a completely different country. It's just surreal. Even the airport just looks really cool. Right now it is 12:30. In Los Angeles right now it is 4:30 a.m. In Melbourne, it's 9:30 p.m., not a.m. So pretty much I've just been all over the place. My brain is just not working properly at the moment. I had some melatonin on the airplane, so luckily I actually got some sleep. How do we get to Bath?
We've got to get to Paddington Station.
Paddington Station?
Yeah, then we get a train to Bath.
Okay, do we know where the train is?
Nope.
Do we know how we're gonna get on the train?
Nope.
I have no idea how we're gonna get the train, where we're supposed to get the train from, so hopefully we get there within like at least a few hours, because I don't even know what time sun sets here, but hopefully it's not as early as back home. We just need to make sure that there's enough sunlight there, because we can't take photos at night. Well, I assume so, I don't know. I don't even know if you're allowed to take photos there, but let's hope that we can get there on time. Okay, I just want to take a photo here because I just realized the lighting's really cool. Mum hasn't even been outside and she's already saying that she wants to move to London. Imagine having a mum like this. Oh wait, I do have a mum like this. Right, we actually know where we're going now. So just made it here into the room. I'm whispering right now because Nicola's absolutely just passed out on the bed over there. I went down to reception before and I asked them what time the sun actually sets here. And I assumed it would be something like 5 o'clock or 5:30, which means that we're pushing it for time because it's almost 5 o'clock right now. But then they said to me that the sun doesn't set until 9 o'clock. What am I worrying about? Like 9 o'clock? Like I've never been in a place that does that ever. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go freshen up, maybe have a shower, and then maybe an hour's nap, and then we'll get back into it. Oh, so I just woke up and I literally feel like I have no idea where I am, and neither does Mum or Nicola or anyone. Everyone is so tired right now. I just need to, I need to wake myself up. It's 7 o'clock right now. Mum's telling us that she doesn't know if she wants to do it anymore, and she's usually the one that really wants to go out and do these things, but she's telling us that she's too tired. That's when you know that something's wrong. I think I'm just gonna have to push the whole family through it, even though I'm just as tired. I really want to get these photos.
I'm really tired and I've got a cold.
Are you hangry as well?
I am. I'm getting hangry. I'm just really.
We need to get out of this elevator. made it. I don't want to be too loud. I feel like it's disrespectful, but oh my God. A few videos ago, I did a video on long exposure photography during the day, and this is sort of during the day. It's coming into nighttime, but there's enough light, so it's pretty much daytime. And when you're in daytime, if you want to have long exposure, it's very hard to do it without ND filters, because if you do it without an ND filter, majority of the time, it's just going to be a really bright image. Because as I've said in so many of my videos before, the longer the shutter is open for, the more light is let into the sensor, so it makes it brighter. And even if you cut off the aperture completely, like down to f22 or something, it still might be too bright. So you need this to cut out some more light. The reason why I do a long exposure photo here is because there's ripples in the water. If I have the shutter open for a long period of time, it means that the ripples are going to kind of fade away, and it's going to make the water look really smooth. All right, let's go take some photos. That was unreal. I can't believe it's the history behind it. Like, that's what's so cool about this place. These buildings and things like that, they date back so old. Like, that's back to the Roman times, obviously, because it's a Roman bath, but that is ridiculous. Anyway, let's talk about the photos. Well, actually photo, because I only got to take one photo. Let me tell you what happened. So I was basically setting up my camera for that long exposure shot that I was talking to you guys about. When you're doing a long exposure photo, it has to be really still. So you have to have it sitting on a tripod for it to actually work, or else you're gonna have camera shake. It's just not gonna look good at all. I had it set up on my tripod and I took the photo, and as soon as I took that one photo, a security guard comes up to me and pretty much says, "Can you leave?" And I'm just like, okay, what do you mean? I was getting kicked out. And they're just like, "No, you're not allowed to have a tripod." I didn't see any signs, which I probably should have seen. Like, there was probably signs around. Point is, I didn't see it, so I was like, okay, well, I'm not allowed to have a tripod. I just won't use my tripod. I'll put it back in my camera bag. And they're just like, "No, you have to..." I just hit myself in the face. It's like, "No, you have to leave." And I was like, really? I came all the way to this place to take these photos. I only got to take one, but mum was really tired. She wanted to go to bed anyway, so she didn't really care, so it's all right. But the photos. So the thing that I love about it, because it's long exposure, is the fact that the ripples are gone. It makes it look really clean, really smooth, and it makes the water look really nice. And the fact that I had a long shutter speed meant that I was able to cut down the aperture right down to f22. So everything's in focus, everything's crisp, which is perfect for a landscape photo like this. When you're looking at architecture and things, you just want to have everything, like all the fine details, in focus, because that's what really sells the photo. So, successful shoot. Next time if I did something like that, I don't know, like, yeah, I'll probably still take the tripod anyway. I'll just try and hide it better, to be honest. All right, question of the day. If something you were once passionate about is no longer making you happy, should you give up on it, or should you keep doing it to try and find that passion that you once had for it again? Never give up. If you've found a passion, if you've found something that makes you happy, but currently doesn't make you super happy at the moment, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna make you happy in the future, or in a few days, or in a few hours. Like, a lot of the time when people get in a rut when they're doing something, that means that they're just losing passion for it, and it's not making them happy anymore. When you're doing your work and when you're doing something that you love, there's always going to be peaks and troughs. There's always going to be your ups and downs. You're not always going to be like, "Oh man, this makes me feel really happy all the time." Take me for example. Sometimes, like, I have my days where I feel like I'm not as confident talking to the camera, but then some days I'll feel really confident. But then on the days where I don't feel as confident, I'm really tired and I feel like I can't speak to you guys as properly as usual, it does bring me down. But then it's all about, as I've said in previous videos, it's about positive affirmation, getting out there, maybe go for a run, meditating, doing all those positive things to get yourself in that positive mindset so that you can be yourself, really take the most out of doing what you want to do, like especially when it comes down to doing your passion. So never give up. Giving up, that's what losers do. You're not a loser. Anyways, that's the end of the video, guys. If you guys like this video, maybe consider liking it and subscribing. It's up to you. You know what to do. It was awesome hanging out with you guys again. I'll catch you guys next time.